Okay, in this video we're going to multiply polynomials again, except this time we're going to concentrate our focus on multiplying a monomial, which is a single term, with any polynomial, any multiple terms. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples that we have here. In my first example, this is one method that you can use. It's just using the distributive property. So if you were to take 3x and multiply with each of the three terms, 1, 2, 3 terms that are in there, you can multiply one at a time. So 3 times 2, well, that's 6. X times x squared is x cubed. 3 times 4, that's 12. X times x, x squared. And the last one, 3 times a negative 1 is negative 3. And then I have my x. And so that would be my answer. It's a trinomial with a degree of 3. I want to show you a second method, and I like to use this on most of my multiplying of polynomials. I notice that I have a 1-term times a 3-term polynomial. So I make myself a 1 by 3 little box. Over here I'm going to put my 1 term, and on top I'm going to go ahead and put my 3 terms. I like to call this area multiplication. The same way that you would find the area of a rectangle is the same way you would find the area or the answer to multiplying polynomials. So let's go one at a time. We go 3 times the 2, that's 6. X times x squared, x cubed. 3 times 4, it's positive 12. X times x, x squared. 3 times a negative 1, negative 3, and then I have my x. So you notice if I pull it out of this little rectangle, I'm going to have the same exact answer as I had before, and it's just slightly different how I got there. What I like about this method, you're going to notice in my third video about multiplying polynomials, is it works really well when you have something other than a monomial. Right? If you just have one, it's sometimes pretty easy just to distribute. But let's go and try one on your own here. So here, example number 2, I'm going to use the second method. I like that one best, but it's up to you what you want to use. So here I'm going to use the second method. You can go and pause the video, try to answer the question, and I'll come back. But I'm going to go ahead and make a little rectangle here. I'm going to make a rectangle that has 1, 2, 3, 4. Enough room for 4 terms and 1 term on the side. This is my single monomial, and here's my polynomial that has 4 terms. 2, 3 terms, and 4 terms. And then I'm just going to multiply and fill in the box here. So one at a time, I get 18c to the 7th, negative 3c to the 5th. That times that is positive 9c to the 4th. And last but not least, negative 15c to the 3rd. So if I pull that out, that's my final answer. 18c to the 7th minus 3c to the 5th plus 9c to the 4th minus 15c cubed. Keeps things nice and organized for me, and I can see what's going on. Here's our one more example. I'll do this one pretty quickly. Let's see if you can catch up with my work here. I have 1, 2, 3 terms. 1, 2, 3 terms. Split that up. 1 term here. Negative a to the 5th, negative 9a squared, positive 5a, and positive 13. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply these things and go one at a time. I get 9a to the 7th, negative 5a to the 6th, and last but not least, negative 13a to the 5th. If I pull that out, that's going to be my final answer. Didn't take me very long, but I know that I'm right because it's very organized. And that's how you do that.